Hello, hello, hello there, and welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home. It's so good to have you here with me today, and I hope that all is well with you. Thank you for stopping in and spending some time with me. Well, I'm starting to look at my gardening seeds to see what I have and what I need to add, and I am so surprised with how much seeds I have gathered, how many seed packets that I have from last year. So I know that I can get started when I'm ready, and just in case I miss the seed drop at the Dollar Tree, I won't be out of luck. I still have a lot of seeds here that I can get started with. In my garden journal, A Garden to Call My Own, the Intentional Garden Journal 2022, I am starting off with dreaming and planning here. I have my burpee catalog that came in, which is actually inspiring me to get started in the process. My garden zone is Garden Zone 6 here in the Northeast. And I want to find out what is the average last frost date in spring. So I've turned to the almanac.com, and here they offer you information on how to get your first and last frost dates. And all you have to do is put in your city, state, and zip code, and then press search. And it says, what are your first frost dates? Well, the first frost dates is the average date of the last light frost in spring or the first light frost in fall. The weather has been changing all around the country, and it hasn't been as normal as before in the past. So even though we have these frost date estimations, it's not certain. So for me, I think that usually in April, I remember growing up and I would say, well, by late April, I can actually plant out stuff. But then it started getting later and later. Then I started saying, whoa, Mother's Day, by Mother's Day, I can plant out my impatiens and any of my tender annuals. But then last year, it even went later than that, into late May, that I really started to think about planting out my different annuals. I did start them though in the greenhouse. I had a little greenhouse that I put together. That is where I started my seedlings. And then when the weather was really good and there wasn't any chances of frost, I did plant them in the ground. And I think that that's the way to go. That's the way I'm going to handle it this year, is to start them probably in late April and let them sit out in the little greenhouse. And then when I know that there is no more frost after Mother's Day, I will then put them in the garden, and I know that they will grow. So that is part of the planning here, and that's why it's important to have the journal, because then I would know exactly when I did things. Well, the good thing is that I have the videos, and I can look back at my videos, my gardening videos, and there I have an idea of when I planted and what I planted and how things went, especially with the seedlings. I want to show you what the garden looked like in the spring and how I did some companion planting with my marigolds, kale, okra, and some other plants in the front garden. So I mixed together the flowers and the vegetables, and it looked so beautiful. So come with me as I show you and reminisce and review what happened in the garden for 2022 in the springtime when I had planted out my seedlings that I had started and also direct sowed in my garden. I'm excited about receiving my Burpee seed catalog, and I know that the other catalogs will be coming on too. But what makes me most excited is the fact that I am still eating what I have grown over the summer for 2021. I'm still enjoying my peppers even now in the middle of winter, and today it was very cold. This is what I have left of my summer plantings of different pumpkin and squash. And this is the last butternut squash that I have here. And it looks good. It's so far they have been so delicious. And it seems like they taste even sweeter than they did earlier in the season when I harvested them. That it seemed like over time they got sweeter. And then here I have 2 of the pumpkins left back, and 3 of the patty pan squash, and then these winter squash here. And that is from my harvest from this year. We have been eating the squash regularly because I've been making different stews and soups. I've been baking them, and even today we just cooked one of the squash here to eat with some baked chicken. Well, if you liked this video, then like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. Have you started to gather your seeds together? Are you thinking about your garden? Have you pulled out your notebook? Are you writing down notes and thinking and putting together what you want to grow for 2022? Well, I'm excited to even see all of the things that I have been gathering together and putting together for this moment in time where I am observing and seeing and looking and just getting excited about this 2022 garden. And just having my journal makes it purposeful and intentional, knowing that I am planning it out. I'm not just guessing anymore, but I'm actually thinking about and gathering the resources and the information that I need so that I'll have success. Thank you so much for joining me here at Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's Garden and Home. That's right, grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's Garden and Home. Bye. For more videos, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And thank you so much for watching. See you next time right here in Catherine's Garden. Bye.